I'm really happy to have the opportunity to talk in front of you today and to tackle that issue that is of growing concern among our democracies, which is the rising cyber threats. What we saw, for instance, in France in 2020 is that the number of cyber attacks that have been aiming at France have been multiplied by 4 between 2019 and 2020. This is embodying the fact that this is a growing concern, and this is concerning everybody. Companies, local authorities, citizens, government, hospitals. In 2020, the French hospitals underwent 27 major cyber attacks. So this is a growing concern. And the response shall be a common response. What we have to do is first to strengthen the awareness of our societies, of our companies, especially the small and medium businesses, but also of our institutions and of our governments. We need everybody to be aware that everybody can be a target. This is why in France we have been implementing a comprehensive national strategy, which will be fostering investment, but which will be also bringing about a public investment of 1.3 billion euros over the coming years, in order to first raise the awareness of our societies, among citizens, among companies, among small and medium businesses, among institutions. We need everybody to raise its awareness and its preparation level. Second, to invest into technology. We need to strengthen our technological preparation. We need to have the tools to put in front of the threats. And this is why we will be fostering startups, big companies, investment in R&D in order to prepare the tool for tomorrow. But we also want to raise the preparation of the institution and the tools of the institution, especially through the preparation of ANSSI, Agence Nationale de la Sécurité des Systèmes d'Information, our national agency for the security of information system, because there is also an issue about the governmental response. We need, at the end of the day, to foster two cooperation. The first one is a cooperation between the public sector and the private sector. The response, if we want it to be systemic, needs to be a common response that is commonly designed and that is fostering and that is, based on the capacity and the research and development and the know-how of the private sector, but also in good cooperation with the institution, especially the security institution. We need also to foster the European cooperation. We have begun, under the responsibility of Thierry Breton, to build that European strategy of cybersecurity. But we need to do and to go faster in order to identify the threats, in order to share the knowledge and the know-how, in order to share what we know about the threats, what we know about the current attack, and the response that we know that are working. We need to foster the cooperation between states, between member states, between our agencies, because the threat is global and the attackers are global, and we need to foster and to be able to set up a common response. I do think that this is one of the main challenges that our democracy is facing, because there is an economic issue, there is obviously a sovereign issue, but there is also a democratic issue with what we saw during the previous election in our democratic countries, and the influence that those cyber threats can create within our elections. Thank you very much for having me today, and I do think this is a discussion that will go on in the coming years.